Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Leslie, and today we are making several cards using actually a mini sampler kit from Kendra's card challenge. So this is a little card challenge here. I want to show you what comes in a mini sampler mystery card kit from Kendra if you are a part of her all access tier of her Patron membership. So you have several different pieces of paper, some ephemera here, some full A2 size cardstock, some little gems, some pattern paper, everything that you need to make a couple different cards. And there's also a fun little added bonus. So I'm actually going to bring in a little bit of extra paper from my stash as well, just a few sheets here, because we are going to be making 5 cards. So we are going to go ahead and start by making this first card using some of the pattern paper from the stash that I put some bubbles in from one of my new dies from Queen and Company. I love how this comes out because then all the little circles you can then use as bubbles, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. So if you haven't heard of Kendra's card challenge, what it is that it's a quarterly challenge that Cards by Kendra puts on, where she creates 15 different sketches using 6x6 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper. And at the end of the quarter, and actually each month, if you make a set of 15 cards and add it to the In Links party for that month, you get entered for these giveaways that Kendra puts on. And so one of the things is that she does all that for free. You get the 15 sketches, you get the cutting guides for the 6 sheets of 6x6 paper, and then you also see a bunch of instructional videos on how to make those cards by Kendra and her designers throughout the quarter. And then of course you get entered into the giveaways if you make a set of 15 cards, and you can make a set for each month, so you could actually have 3 chances of winning some of these giveaways as well. The way that you can support Cards by Kendra is by becoming a higher tier Patreon member, and there are a bunch of different benefits depending on what is in your budget and what you would like to help support Kendra with. So the the sampler mystery card kit is what this is called, is a monthly card kit that she sends out to you with just a bunch of little fun things. This was one of mine. I have a stash going right now that I decided to pull out. This was the ocean one that she sent out one month, and not everybody gets the same things. Like it just varies, and so I was excited to see this in my stash because I need a lot more boy masculine cards for my donating, and so I just loved the opportunity to get to play with some different papers. I will list some of the information down below where the pattern paper and that kind of thing comes from. But Kendra does this all herself, that she puts them together, she mails them out, and they're fun little treats to get in the mail. It's like Christmas. I didn't put in those little bubbles as kind of my bling for this card, since I'm trying to keep it as masculine as I can, but I gotta have a little bit of shine on it, so I am adding some accents onto those little bubbles, and it's just so cute. It says swimming by to say hi. My ephemera was kind of stickers this time around. Sometimes it's the clipboard ephemera. Sometimes it's different stuff. So this particular die is another die set from Queen and Company that I just got. You're going to be seeing a lot of this in some upcoming videos because I did finally purchased one of their foundation dies. And then this is a stamp set that I have in my stash because I'm a huge ocean fan. One of my daughters, my middle daughter, her theme, her baby theme, nursery theme was ocean. And so I have a lot of different ocean things in my stash because I also do some scrapbooking. And so I had to have that those kits. And then I've made quite a few ocean themed cards then for my donating with Cards for Cubs and with Royal Family Kids Camp. So you're going to see a lot of that throughout my videos here. And I am noticing that this other side of paper is just so pretty too. But I already had the layout that I wanted in my brain, so I could have used the other side. It's fine. I love these little fishies. This, of course, was paper from my Echo Park paper pad, but I love the pattern paper that came in this little kit. It just has a bunch of swirls. I mean, that could be like seaweed or just waves, kind of up to your imagination, but it is ocean specific theme. So I just love not really having to think a whole lot. Very hard to make these cards. These mystery samples, you could make just 1 or 2 cards using everything all at once, or you can spread it out like I did in this one. If you want to see examples of some other cards, go ahead and look at my Instagram. I did do another set of mystery sample where I just used what was in the kit and I think a little bit of solid cardstock from me just to show you that you can make full cards with just what's in the kit. So I am going to head and stamp down this "You Are Fantastic." It's perfect. And I did show you that the banner actually comes from one of the dies by Cards by Kendra that she made for Pink and Maine, her essential dies, which are amazing. I will try to link those down below as well. The other fun thing about being an all-access tier or a VIP tier for Kendra's Patron, because they get a full mystery card kit, is that there's an extra giveaway if you make cards using these kits, and they don't necessarily have to be showing the sketches of that quarter for Kendra. They just have to be using the kit. So that's an extra fun way to get entered into those giveaways that I was telling you about earlier. So I am putting a little bit of cardstock on the end of that banner just so it is very smooth and doesn't have any bumps. And as you can see, I'm putting that blue paper in the wrong spot. I don't know where my brain was that day. Probably not enough coffee. Y'all, I have 3 kids and they're 4 and under. I don't get a lot of sleep. But I did put it in the middle and then I went, wait a minute. The one that needs the extra paper would be the end. It worked out. I took it off easily and then repositioned it and it works out. So, no one's going to know whoever gets this final card other than, if they're watching this video, which they probably aren't. But I just thought this was so cute. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in some of those bubbles from the earlier card. And I'm going to go ahead and put those on the card like the fish has little bubbles. And I know it's real subtle. You can see it better in person. But then I'm also going to bring in my glossy accents on these bubbles as well. Just to give it a little bit more dimension and interest because it's so pretty. And I love fish and the ocean. I really, it's been so long since I've been to the aquarium at the Henry Dorley Zoo in Omaha, which is near by where I live. And I really want to go again. It's probably been a couple years at this point because I think I was pregnant with my second child. So yeah, a couple years. Since we've been there, and so I really want to go again because the aquarium is my favorite place in the zoo. So that is my 3rd card, so I'm going to go ahead and start working. Oh, that was my 2nd card. This is my 3rd card. Start working on this one as well. Again, just bringing in a little bit of pattern paper from my stash, because I wanted to make sure I could make several cards with this paper kit that I have here. And so I'm just using some tape adhesive to get this put down as well. These layouts, I'm just going with my feels, which is why some of them are a little similar. I really like the kind of zeroed in on your sentiment and your focal point. I love the fact that she gave me stickers this time because I got to use less glue, which I'm always having issues with this bottle, having the glue dry and then having to get it flowing again. This hello is also part of that essential die that I was telling you about earlier, that Cards by Kendra actually created with Pink and Main. And I just think it goes so well. I do a lot of hello and encouragement cards for Royal Family Kids Camp, and then I do some birthday ones for cards for Cubs. So I really like how this came out. So I was originally going to put this banner to the left side, which is why I had already stamped it out off camera, and then I decided it made more sense to go on the other side. And since this one doesn't have stitching, I just decided to go ahead and re-stamp it because, again, they'll never know. And so then I am going to bring in just a little acrylic block here, and I'm going to be super brave. Using my Memento ink, I'm going to go ahead and stamp it freehand here. It does curve a little, which I didn't notice until after I had already pressed down, but you know, it works. It gives it a little bit more whimsy. And these cards are for kids. They're not gonna care. They'll just be super excited to have a fun card, you know, because it's so pretty to get fun mail and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up to the right there. I just feel like that flows a lot better on this card. And then I'm going to use some of these embellishments that actually came in the card kit. There's three. They're like they're greenish, but then they, you know, depending on the light you look in, they change to kind of a brown purpley color. So they're really pretty and they go so well with the seahorse. So I really wanted to use that in this third card here. See, it's so pretty. So my next cards, I'm not going to show you how I made them. I made them off camera, otherwise this video would be super long. But I did bring in some fish from my stash, finishing up some of that. Yeah, these are just from the Dollar Tree here. Finishing up a lot of that pattern paper. And then my last one, I decided to use the negative piece of that die that I had made into a shaker card, which I just thought was fun. This shaker card did really test me, and that's why there's no video of it. So these are the 5 cards that I created. I will put information for Kendra's card challenge and her Patreon down below in the description, along with products I used. But if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new here, hit subscribe and hit that bell so you know when I put videos up. I try to put at least 2 to 3 or 4 or 5 videos a month, just depending on how my month goes. And I really like to show you what I'm making and, you know, invite you on this creative journey that I'm going for. I love how these cards came out. They are very much the masculine feel that I was going for, but you know, girls like fish too. So anyway, I hope you all have a great day and I will see you in another video soon. Bye.